Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking some trending topics. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me, free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea, free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Instagram is at AnonymousRealityT, free to share everywhere, free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm, free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, do not forget to hit the like button. So we've got some trending topics to talk about today. First and foremost, we'll talk Omari Hardwick, aka Ghost of Power, y'all, because he was featured doing the Spirit Tunnel today on the Jennifer Hudson show. And I kid you not, y'all, I have not seen one interview on the Jennifer Hudson show. I think I was telling one of my relatives about this recently, and they said the same thing. They were like, we just see what the Spirit Tunnel's giving, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter. We just see what the Spirit Tunnel is giving, and we'll be tuned in for that. And this is no different. So the staff did like a mashup of, the theme song of Power. They say this is a big, rich town, but they like catered it to Omari. So Omari specifically was picking out the black women, the black people that showed up to work today, to dance with them and all the things. And then he kind of toned it down towards the end or whatever else. But it was nice. It looked like a ghost of Ghost himself. So I was confused already. It was a ghost of Ghost. I was like, this is the friendly ghost. This is Casper. This is not the ghost from the Power show. But nonetheless, a shout out to Omari Hardwick for all of the things. We also have some also good news for Will Smith, as he has gotten a street named after him called Will Smith Way in Philly. As you know, he is always repping Philly. He has always been, true to his roots, true to his upbringing, and including slapping Chris Rock. No, I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding! Have some laughter, y'all. But nonetheless, shout out to Will Smith. Congrats to him for them giving a street name after him. Also, you guys, SEXXY Red, you guys, allegedly is being sued for $5 million, y'all. Make it make sense. Is SEXXY Red, does she have, no shade, but does she have $5 million is what I want to know. Did that latest song with Bruno Mars, where it was a slur-filled, full of cussing and nastiness and everything else, but it had a nice beat to it. Did that make any money? Is that on the charts? Because allegedly, according to reports, SEXXY Red is facing a lawsuit from Nicole Barnes, the grandmother of her child, who claims the rapper shared her home address on social media and encouraged fans to harm her. Barnes says the December 2024 incident forced her to move out for fear of her safety, and she since struggled to find affordable housing. She also claims the ordeal caused severe emotional distress, leading her to attend therapy. Barnes is suing for assault and emotional distress, seeking over $5 million in damages. Ooh, child. And this is what I mean in this new age where people are so sensitive now, where people are so sensitive and they cannot deal with negativity or backlash or anything else. Just don't read the comments. Don't read the comments. Turn the TV off, like Kendrick Lamar says. Turn the TV off. What are we doing? Putting people's personal business out there, personal information. What if somebody did that to you? What if you wanted to live a private and reclusive life and somebody's got your business all out on blast out here? You wouldn't like it, so why do it to somebody else? But these celebrities, these people out here on these internet streets, they are way too sensitive these days. They're way too sensitive these days. And there is no way in previous generations they would be able to handle any type of, negativity or backlash or anything that comes their way, because they would fold like a pretzel. Make it make sense. But nonetheless, we will see what comes of this. As you know, we'll talk about it if this case proceeds forward and all of the things, y'all. Next on the docket, we've got to talk Tamar. Tamar and her mom, Evelyn, were on the Sherry Shepherd show, y'all, promoting the upcoming season of Braxton, their TV show. I think it's the Braxtons now. I keep saying Braxton Family Values, but y'all know what I'm talking about. That was the previous show, the Braxtons. They talked about, Tamar basically said that she's the victim. She's the youngest. She's the baby of the family. So the reason that she blocks her sisters all the time is because they always antagonize her. I mean, but where's the accountability of the slick things that you say to your sisters, right? When you were bragging on about being married to Vince and how they were all broke and struggling and on the struggle bus and everything else, and that you were the star and everything else, as if Toni Braxton didn't exist. Then she threw her sister Toni under the bus in this interview, talking about Toni is the one that spills all the tea. Y'all think she's quiet, but she's really messy and da-da-da-da-da. She spills all my tea. And I was like, but what about the rumors about what the real issue is between y'all? But nonetheless, it's like, so is everyone else's fault, really, Tamar? And then again, I don't know why they keep pushing this narrative that they keep saying that the late Tracy wanted them to continue on with this show. She's not here to defend herself, to verify if this is true or false information. Let's just call it for what it is, because y'all were the main ones that called out WeTV and said that they were not paying y'all. Let's just call a spade a spade. This gave y'all a storyline. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what it is. This gave y'all a storyline and a reason to come back on their show, because prior to this, they weren't fooling with y'all. They didn't care, and that's why I think some of these antics are for social media. Is to try to get content for the show, because again, there's no storyline. And it's unfortunate that y'all have her son in the mix of all this drama too. Why? Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. So next, y'all, we got LeBron James. LeBron James, he did an interview, not the 30 interviews that Stephen A. Smith has been doing. As you know, a few weeks back, there was a viral moment where LeBron James left in the middle of a timeout, I think it was at the end of the third quarter, to confront Stephen A. Smith about talking greasy about his parenthood and how he is as a father towards his son, Bronny, and everything else, and it went viral. He calls out Stephen A. Smith in an interview in an upcoming podcast show, talking about Stephen A. Smith is on a Taylor Swift tour. He previously said that he wasn't going to talk about it. He wasn't going to acknowledge it. But then he saw the video go viral and he was like, oh, now I got to talk about it. Now I got to acknowledge it. And then LeBron's issue is Stephen A. Smith is not addressing what the actual issue at hand. He keeps trying to twist it around and frame it into something else versus why LeBron had the original issue. LeBron is basically saying, listen, y'all get paid to criticize us for what we're doing on the court. If there's something going on the court, if we have a bad game, if we are not, up to par in a game and all these things, that's one thing. But you're taking it to another level, trying to question parenting, trying to do all this other stuff, talking about I'm coming to you as a father. No. What does me being a father have to do with anything? Either my play was good or my play sucked at this game. But when you're taking it a step further and trying to question my parenthood as it pertains to my son, Bronny, we're going to have issues. And that's it. And that's all. So shout out to LeBron, because LeBron rarely does these types of podcasts and things. He usually just, gets out whatever he needs off his chest on his own show, The Shop. But nonetheless, I mean, he has a right to respond. I mean, Stephen A's done 30 different podcasts since this whole thing. So nonetheless, why not say something? Also, the final thing I want to get to is Nelly and Ashanti, y'all. Nelly and Ashanti. So Nelly had did an interview and it's being kind of misconstrued in the media. So the headlines on the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk and the Black blogs are saying that Nelly would not have married Ashanti, or that the only reason he married her was because she got pregnant and he didn't want to make her a baby mama. No. First, we need to bring this all full circle, right? Now, first of all, I thought Nelly was canceled for performing at the Trump inauguration celebrations, but nonetheless, we see how y'all treat the black male entertainers. Y'all did not have the same energy for Chrisette Michele. She lost endorsement. She was pulled. Her music was pulled from Spike Lee's TV show and all of the things. Y'all canceled her to the point that Raheem Devon is to be the one to put her back on. No. No. But Snoop Dogg is still getting opportunities. Nelly's still getting opportunities. He just got an award at the iHeart Awards and all the things. So y'all never keep the same energy for these black men, right? And nonetheless, Nelly is saying that, that it sounded like they weren't having marriage talks, or it sounded like the pregnancy wasn't planned or whatever else, but Nelly just decided he was going to do it. He was going to lock it down and everything else. Listen, the way that he greeted Ashanti at the Versus, even though he allegedly was with his ex at the time, told me that there was unfinished business. Told me that at some point Nelly was going to make his move. And then for some reason his ex, what was her name? Chantel? Came out and was on some, I released my ex, to go find himself and give what he needs, and then if it's meant to be, he'll come back. No, what? No, that's not the flex that you think it is. Just say you were tired of waiting around for years and years and years for a ring. And you thought by sending him away that he was going to come back quicker than ever and provide you with one. And that didn't happen. And instead, he decided to marry Ashanti and have a child with Ashanti, who he was in love with all along, you guys. What is there to compute? Now, personally, like I said, I'm on the fence still of this whole spin the block thing. I'm on the fence still just because of Nelly's history. Like, I just, with all of the things that he has been in the news for all of the wrong things, I just cannot believe Ashanti went through this. But if she's happy, if she likes it, I love it, because that's her man, that is her marriage, and that is for her to deal with, y'all. But yeah, I think some people are twisting around this interview. I think Nelly was going to marry Ashanti, baby or no baby. He was going to lock it down because, he realized he fumbled. So it was going to be inevitable. I just think the baby came in advance, so therefore, or the pregnancy rather came in advance, so he figured, hey, let's just lock this down now and go from there. So there's that. So that is all that I got for the trending topics in this video. Let me know what y'all think. What did y'all think about everything that we talked about in this video? Whether it was Omari going ghost as Casper, Will Smith getting his own street named after him, LeBron finally responding to Stephen A. Smith's Taylor Swift press tour, SEXXY Red getting sued for $5 million, you guys, Tamar basically blaming everything on her sisters for her blocking spree, and also Nelly saying, basically that he was always going to marry Ashanti, but, some other things came up first. Obviously, she got pregnant first, but people are, misconstruing that. But nonetheless, there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.